everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday show of our Wednesday or headline hangout stream or whatever it is we're calling this. Please tell me you all can hear me and I have not started off this stream like I did on Monday, like Elaine. Can we hear? Can we hear? Are we good? I hope we're good. Okay, good. Good. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I have a little thingy I've written here so I don't forget to say anything. Hello, I am ItsKim. You may have seen me around the internet. I like to talk about pop culture and I give my commentary, and there is the audio. It is coming through. It's coming through on my phone. um, Thank you so much for being here. We basically just talk about stories that interest me, and I like to give my opinion, my commentary. I like to go a bit below the headline. I like to go a bit deeper into stories because I think context is really important. And that's one of the things I really try to focus on the stories that I cover. Um, if you are here, please consider liking this stream because I assume you want to be here. If you don't, it's kind of weird, but that's your choice. And also, if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I am on a journey right now that I am trying to get to 30K, and I would love for you to be a part of that journey. We also have a membership program here that I have called Space Angels, and if that's something you'd like to be a part of and you'd like to join my community of Space Angels, you are welcome to do so. It is a low price. It is one tier for everybody involved, and if that's not something that you're in a place that you're comfortable with doing right now, that's totally fine. Please put allow gifts on your account because we do tend to have some gifting wars going on. And I want to make sure that if that's something you want, that you get to be included in that. And that's something you have to do. I can't do that for you. So all of that's going on. If you've never watched my streams before, please be aware that this is an interactive stream. So I communicate a lot with my audience. If you are watching on the replay, hello, hi, thanks for being here. I'm going to do my best to have timestamps in the description or in the pinned comment. And I just want to make sure I'm having some stuff going on my end. Just want to make sure you guys are seeing me okay. There's no glitches going on. Everything looks okay. All right. So it's just my browser then, and that's totally fine. So, with all of that being said, let's get the show on the road. Let's say hey to everybody. I see lots of you here. Oh my goodness. I see Tammy and Ray and Brandon's here. Hi, Brandon. And Sheila is here. And Aaron is here. Jean Rick is here. Rando from Iowa is here. Aria is here. General Scott is here, of course. And I just saw him step up and do the first 5 gifted memberships of this stream. Thank you so much, General Scott, as always, for your incredible, unwavering support of this channel. It just means the world to me. Thank you. I've also got Katie Artist 94 here. Shauna, who I see also did a $20 super chat, and I am trying to find that, but it is not coming through on my StreamYard, and it's giving me a lot of trouble. I'm sure I will get there. Oh gosh, my comment thing is freaking out here. There it is. Nope. And you're not going to show up. I can't stand this thing sometimes. Hi, producer sister. I'm going to put you up here for a minute until I find that. Just your comment.
What comment?
Just you said hi.
Oh.
It's okay. Shauna, thank you so much for the super chat. I very much appreciate that. She said, so happy to be well and back and see the live stream. Love you guys. Yeah, I feel like I didn't see you on Monday. And I mean, that's fine. Like, you have other things to do in your life, I'm sure. That's not like, my concern. It's just I didn't see you and I was like, oh, I hope she's okay. So I'm glad you're here. Also, Jean Rick, thank you again for your super chat here, your support as always. Much love to you, one of the Queen Space Angels. I also see King Bob is here. Project Metal Music is here. Soki is here. Carbonized Stardust is here. I just saw this as well. Tia is here. Just said she needed a live as a distraction because her mama just had leg bypass last week and now she's in the hospital. I hope everything is working out for you. Genuinely. All love, all good stuff, all good vibes, all prayers, love for you and your mom and your family. And I hope that she heals well and that she's doing okay and that you're doing okay as well. Please remember to take care of yourself. I see Deborah's here. I see Kim 22. Hi. Marsha is here. Oh my goodness, I could do this forever. Subi Sue is here. Mindy is here. Ms. Ace is here. Lisa is here. Ray, you quit your Sims game to be here? The sacrifice. I was actually watching a video the other day on The Sims Online. I don't know if any of you guys remember that game. It came out like a long time ago. And that there was actually like an underground like crime ring in it. And I was like, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. I need to learn about this. Yep. Katie Artist 94, the bat signal went up again. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Because I'm also now seeing that Shauna, you gifted 10 memberships as well, which means we've had 15 gifted memberships so far. Thank you so much, Shauna, again for your support. So much love to you. I'm just double checking here. I don't know what is going on my end right now because I have a window open that I can see the stream of like what you guys see, and I do that because sometimes the chat is delayed that comes through on StreamYard, and I'm like fragmenting like crazy over my YouTube window, so I just want to make sure that everything's okay. But thank you everybody for being here. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, King Bob, member for 12 months. That's so weird. Ah! Oh, Miss Ace had a super chat? A member chat. Yes, thank you. General Scott, you're awesome. Yes, he is. And thank you, Miss Ace, for 8 months of membership. That is very kind of you. I'm so happy to be here. And Lilo the Stitch is here. Justice for Britney. Yes, I would agree. I would agree. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. So, we need to start off this show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Normally, I try to bring in a couple different pop culture stories, but today the focus is going to be on Britney. But I can tell you, as someone who loves Britney, when I cover Britney, I don't just kind of go surface level. I like to go a bit deeper into things, um, and explain things in more context because I think our media loves to take her out of context, and that drives me crazy. So I'm going to try to do that a bit for you guys today. And to start off, I know Brittany has posted a few videos of herself dancing with some kitchen utensils, is how I will put it. Um, I'm honestly not thinking that much of it. She's a massive fan of Shakira and has been for a very long time. Brittany, I believe, was actually in the same sound studio the day that Shakira filmed the Wherever Whenever video. And that was how she got introduced to her, and they have been on friendly terms ever since. And Shakira did a dance the other night at the VMAs with some kitchen utensils, and nobody thought that was weird. So I just think sometimes it's a little bit silly, the things that people choose to focus on. Yeah, and Brittany also said that they were props. And to be honest with you, I have seen a few little like posts of people talking about that and comparing what she was holding compared to the ones that she has used in her kitchen that we've seen her actually prepare food with. Totally different. Totally different utensils. So I don't know. It's it's a whole thing. Lindsay P, yes. Lindsay P asked, Kim, have you seen the interview with Sharon Osbourne and Bill Mayer when she defends Brit and calls her a victim, shutting down Bill, saying she's a little crazy? Yes, I did, and it was glorious. It was beautiful. I think it's perfect and very important to remember. I think, and this is something that I heard a lot when people were talking about Michael Jackson, and I believe it was actually repeated at his funeral at one point. This idea that people like to apply normal people life rules to extraordinary people. That when someone is that much of an icon or a superstar, life is very different for them than it is for someone who does not have that level of fame, success, money, attention in their life. And it's very unfair, I think, to have people held to the same standard because they deal with things in their daily life that we never have had to deal with. We're never going to understand them fully. We're just not. We're just not. And so I try to be a bit more compassionate sometimes with people because I don't understand what it's like, and none of us ever will. So here we go. So let me add up my little graphic keys here. Yeah, Ray just said, I believe that this level of thing can be a curse. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Um, I mean, I just think about it this way. If any of us woke up tomorrow and we won the lottery, we all probably know people in our lives we wouldn't tell, right? You don't really get that luxury when you're famous. Just putting that out there. which is exactly why we were talking about Britney's mom, Lynne Spears, and that apparently she's broke.
Shocking.
I am amazed. I am in shock. I am bewildered. I am discombobulated. I am in complete shock. All right, so let's talk about this. So this came from a Daily Mail exclusive. Which, I mean, we all know the Daily Fail sometimes has good information, sometimes they don't. And also, sometimes they may get information from sources, but that doesn't mean those sources are 100% accurate. Case in point, the Daily Mail exclusive with Kevin Federline a number of months ago, where he has alleged, apparently in 4K, that Britney is on the Breaking Bad, and apparently said this like very confidently because the Daily Mail is not backing down from what they posted. And they said they have the receipts, but now Kevin's saying he didn't say it. So I'm just saying I don't know where these sources are coming from, but let's just leave that on the table. So, exclusive. Britney Spears' mother, Lynne, is struggling to pay her bills and has started working as a substitute teacher in Louisiana to earn more money after yet another bitter fallout with her pop star daughter. Okay. I think this is a safe time for me to just explain, as it says in the description of this video and in the ticker on the bottom. This is going to be full of my opinion and speculation. Please do your own research. Lynn, 68, started substitute teaching at a local school last month. Now, that's not overly surprising in the sense that Lynn really wanted to be a teacher. She's been very open about that. So maybe this is just something that she wants to do. But she worked as a teacher and ran a daycare prior to Britney's rise to fame, which is true. The stage mom is $660,000 in debt after Britney refused to pay her for her lawyer. I don't know if you guys remember that whole thing. There was a whole I did a few videos on that, which included a dramatic reading of one of Lynn's Instagram comments. I should have pulled that up before the show. It was very much a moment of like, please unblock me so I can speak to you in person. I'm so sorry for anything and everything that's hurt you. But there was no actual like accountability at all in that in any of that. It was so awkward. It was just such a it was so awkward. It was uncomfortable. But that kind of started a whole conversation that I had in that video of about accountability is critically important when you are apologizing, and that was just something we really haven't seen much from publicly. Not that we are entitled to it, but I'm just saying in general. So, Britney Spears' estranged mom, Lynne, is back teaching elementary school kids to help pay her bills after yet another falling out with her famous daughter. Lynne, 68, who worked as a teacher and ran a daycare in Kentwood, Louisiana, prior to Britney's rise to superstardom in the early 2000s, is understood to be struggling financially, according to those close to her, and has taken on part time work at a local school in order to supplement her income. She is struggling to pay her bills, but she's already substituted for several classes at a local school, a source told the Daily Mail. Again, a source. I don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. We don't know who they are. Okay. Lynne, who currently resides in a $2 million mansion built by her famous daughter in 2001, is said to have returned to teaching this term. Substitute teachers working in the area can expect to earn around $15 an hour. According to the source, Lynne's so called money struggles have come as a result of her ongoing rift with her multimillionaire daughter, with whom she shares an incredibly complicated relationship, which the insider says has seriously impacted her finances. Now, I'm pretty sure if I did this the way I think I did. Yeah. So that's the house, guys. This is the house. And I bring this up because we're going to talk about it a little bit more later. So if you want to commit this to memory, it would be, or just try to remember a little bit. This is an almost 7,000 square foot house that Britney had built in her hometown of Kentwood, Louisiana, for her mom. So this is the house. And I've also seen it reported that over the years, Britney has spent close to, I believe, I've seen everything between 1.7 to $2 million paying the bills for this house over the last little bit. So, yeah. Yeah. It does look like a beautiful home, not gonna lie. It does look lovely. So Lynn apparently filed for Chapter 7 liquidation bankruptcy in 1998, which would have been before Baby One More Time came out. She owned 5 companies in the past 20 years, including Britney Online Inc. and One More Time Music Inc., but is no longer involved in any of them because Britney got her companies back, from my understanding. That's my speculation, my opinion, my understanding of the situation. She no longer owns her own property, having sold Britney's childhood home for 275,000 in 2021. Much of the duo's feud has played out publicly, in the 41-year-old Britney's explosive Instagram account centered around the singer's accusations that her mom did very little to get her out of the conservatorship that she was placed in 2008, which was controlled by her father, Jamie Spears, 71. Another blow was dealt to their already fractured relationship not long after the conservatorship was overturned, when Lynn requested Britney be made to pay her $660,000 attorney bill. According to court documents, Lynn filed a petition in November of 2021 to request that her daughter's estate pay the attorney bill for the conservatorship lawyers, who said that she hired them to save her daughter from the incredibly terrible acts of her father. And 5 months later, Britney's own lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, argued against that petition in court, stating that there is no legal authority supporting Lynn's claims that she should be able to collect funds from her daughter's estate. I agree with this 100%. Thank you, Matthew Rosengart. Thank you for having some logic. Okay, so we got to keep going. Court documents reveal that Rosengart further alleged that Britney has spent approximately, so here is the 1.7 million on her mother over the years, claiming that Lynn also had at least a decade resided in a large, expansive house owned by Britney, who he said also paid Lynne Spears' utilities, telephone service, insurance, property taxes, landscaping, pool work, pest control, repairs, and maintenance. That sounds like a pretty sick gig, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds pretty sweet. Would you go for that, producer sister? Have somebody give you like a huge mansion, 7,000 square foot mansion, and pay for everything to do with it? Yeah. It's a pretty sweet deal. It was the final nail in the coffin for Lynn, the source said. She could not fight with Britney anymore. Oh, no, sorry. I skipped a part. Legal paperwork obtained by the blast in October of the same year revealed that Lynn had withdrawn her claim. Good. Also, because Matthew Rosengart called her out on it too. Like, he made a comment, if I remember correctly, just saying, like, if you want to repair this is not the way to do it, basically. And now the Spears family insider has claimed that she did this at least in part because she hoped it would help to repair the relationship with her daughter. This was the final nail in the coffin for Lynn. The source said she could not fight with Britney anymore, and she knew that asking her to pay her $500,000 lawyer bill was not right, considering what Britney had been through. See, if you knew that it wasn't right, why did you do it in the first place? That's always been the part that's bothered me. Like, you knew it was wrong. And that's the thing. It just shows the greed. As producer sister just said, greed. Like, and I really don't like to put that label on people, because I know that there's things obviously we don't know, but it's just very strange to me when Britney has literally been working and paying part of the family bills since she was a child. When does that stop? She was a kid, you know? Like, was this just the idea that it was like once Britney was successful that they would never have to work again at all?
Yes.
And just live in luxury forever?
Yes.
It's just madness to me. I do not understand it. So 1 month after reuniting with Britney, Lynn convinced her to reconcile with her older sister, Jamie Lynn, 32, according to them, because Britney has said things to the contrary. I don't know what's going on. Last month, Britney revealed that she visited the Zoe 102 reboot set in LA and patched things up with the estranged sister, which I don't really understand, because when I saw that post, remember, I was thinking that that was kind of sarcastic. I got that vibe, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's really been confirmed, but that's my opinion. That is my opinion. That's a meme we need. That's my opinion. We need that. That's my opinion. In August, Britney suffered a devastating blow when her husband of 14 months, Sam Asghari, filed for divorce. Daily Mail previously reported that Lynn was furious at Sam for abandoning her daughter and begged Britney to move home to Louisiana in the mansion that the Grammy-winning singer had built for her mom in 2000. I have great difficulty, Lynne, with you saying that anyone abandoned your daughter. Pot meat kettle. Just my opinion. Lynne is begging Britney to leave LA and live with her because LA is toxic, and the only thing keeping her there was Sam. Lynne believes that she can heal and regroup in Louisiana and then return to LA when she's ready. Instead of working with her family to get help, they feel he abandoned her as soon as things got tough. As soon as things got tough? As soon as things got tough? Because I don't know about you guys, but I remember this whole thing about a conservatorship that was really hard on her for years. And who was in charge of that? You know, did it not get tough when she was put in an institution against her will? Was that not tough? I'm just saying, like the hypocrisy here is absolutely insane. And it almost feels kind of unhinged. And that's why I'm saying this source, like I'm sorry, I don't know how much I really believe you, but okay. The divorce also left Britney's loved ones scrambling to come up with a plan to help her. A desperate struggle that has been made all the more difficult by the fact that her previous 13-year conservatorship was only recently terminated. And this is the quote. I don't even know. Just hold on. Just hold on. Here we go. They feel the only option would be another conservatorship, even though that's the last thing they'd want. I don't believe them. But they cannot go down that road because she just got the paperwork to be released from the last one. How inconvenient. And they've even created a new law around it. Almost like they had to do something because conservatorships were being used in illegal manners. And like the conservatorship system in the state of California really victimizes a lot of people and really traps people and takes away their human rights when there's really no reason to. Literally like complaining like, well, we want to do this to control somebody else, but we can't now because it's not legal anymore. Wah. Like, is anybody else just like, what? Do you hear yourself? Whoever this person is, do you hear yourself? Do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth? Because it's just like, what is even happening? What is happening? I want to be clear because anytime we talk about the conservatorship, I know there's people that are like, well, obviously Britney needs help. Well, if you really have been paying attention at all to things that Britney has been saying, you would know she is getting help. She was put on incredibly strong medication, and she said that in court that she was put on lithium and other types of meds, that she was institutionalized against her will, that it really messed her up. And then she started to get some help when she was out of it. So she had therapists. She was doing horse therapy as well. She is on medication. She is taking care of her health, and she is dealing with, I don't even want to say 13 years of conservatorship trauma because I think she's had a lot of trauma even prior to that, becoming one of the most famous people on the planet. Literally, she is the third most photographed person in women in history. The only people who beat her right now are Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And so, yeah, Britney has a lot of stuff to sort through. And as someone with a trauma disorder, I can tell you there is no linear recovery pattern with this. It is a whole lot of because you're dealing with so many moving parts. And then on top of that, you're going to throw in that she has had other stuff happen to her since the conservatorship that was terminated that has been difficult. You know, conflicts with her kids, stuff like her ex-husband doing a whole bunch of tell-all interviews and exposing her children to the media. The divorce. She needs time. She needs time to figure these things out. But the answer in those types of situations is not a conservatorship. A conservatorship is in place for people that cannot make their own choices, that cannot take care of themselves. Things like being able to go to the bathroom by themselves, to be able to feed themselves, all those types of situations. That's why you need a personal conservatorship. And I'm sorry, we watched that woman dance on stage for 13 years and choreograph them, go on tour, do TV shows, record albums, write albums, everything else that she did. You're telling me she can't go to the bathroom on her own? Because that's what it's for. And that's why so many people in the Britney community scream that this conservatorship never should have happened in the first place. And there's a lot of evidence to back that up. And there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes of manipulation that also backs that up. That I'm sure, hopefully, when this finally does get to court, we will be seeing all of that. That will all come out. But when you really look at court documents and you compare everything, it becomes abundantly clear that something happened here that was not supposed to happen. Not only that, but I believe Britney was also denied an attorney at the time that the conservatorship began. So she couldn't even um, defend herself from this at all, which is, I believe, unconstitutional. So there's a lot of things going on here. So the idea of there being another conservatorship is ridiculous. And secondary, this quote of somebody saying, like, but we can't even do it because now they created a new law is just like, yeah, because we need to stop people like you. Full stop. It is insane to me. Absolutely insane. So Britney's reconciliation with her mother and sister Jamie Lynn, who is on the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars. Oh my gosh, were we all just waiting with bated breath for that? Was short-lived, as dailymail.com confirmed that she cut them both out of her life again shortly after Sam filed for divorce. Now, here we go. In Lynn's 2008 autobiography, Through the Storm, she said that she blamed herself for Britney's demise. When her life was such a success, what did she need me for? When things took a turn for the worse, I was out because other people, dancers, managers, were close to her and with her day and night. Lynn wrote, being a mother, you can't help but have regrets about what you did or didn't do for your kids, but I'm no different. Okay. I just, I am sure you have regrets, Ms. Lynn. I'm sure you do. I am sure you do. But I think the whole thing is in the first line of that paragraph that she wrote, when her life was such a success, what did she need me for? I think you all needed her a lot more. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But something I wanted to mention here, because we are going to be talking a little bit about Britney's book, because we are less than a month away from that book dropping, and I am going to be watching for as many updates as I can. About it. And part of what I want to talk about today regarding this topic will include things that I hope that she does clarify in her book, but we'll see. But something I think that's important to mention is that that book, Through the Storm, raised a lot of controversy in itself, particularly from Sam Lufty, who was Britney's former manager. And yeah, there was a defamation lawsuit over that. That was a whole thing in itself. So I just want to say that she did put out a book. It was quite controversial. Lynn has had her chance to state her piece. So let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk about Jamie Lynne Spears, my favorite topic ever. Okay, so I did want to mention that, so obviously, as the article suggested, Jamie Lynn is on Dancing with the Stars. Good for her. Hope she's having fun. But something that I saw a lot of fans talking about and they were frustrated about, and I will, give credit to Britney the Stan for their post on Twitter, as well as this is a screen cap of Jamie Lynn's Instagram stories, basically just saying that her feet really hurt. That she did a couple of rehearsals and her feet really hurt. And I guess we're supposed to feel bad for her. And I gotta pull up my little script here because I want to make sure I say this the way that I want to. I am not saying there's anything wrong with Jamie Lynn saying that her feet hurt, because I'm sure they do. Dancing's hard. Dancing is hard, and she probably is in a good amount of pain. And that sucks. However, I think the issue here is that a lot of fans kind of feel like they feel some type of way because when Britney was tired, when Britney was hurting, she wasn't really offered the luxury of a break kind of thing. There's an end to Dancing with the Stars for Jamie Lynn. either when the show ends or she's booted off the show, one or the other. Um, this isn't going on forever and ever and ever. But Britney has talked about, literally in court, about the situation that she was in and how she needed a break and nobody listened. So this is from her court transcript when she spoke in front of the judge. So Britney said, "The people who did this to me should not get away and be able to walk away so easily. To recap, I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said that if I don't do this tour, I would have to find an attorney. And by contract, my own management could sue me if I didn't follow through with the tour. He handed me a sheet of paper as I got off the stage in Vegas and said I had to sign it. It was very threatening and very scary." So it was very threatening and scary. And with the conservatorship, I couldn't even get my own attorney. So out of fear, I went ahead and I did the tour. And when it came off that tour, and when I came off that tour, a new show in Las Vegas was supposed to take place. I started rehearsing early, but it was hard because I had been doing Vegas for 4 years and I needed a break in between. But no, I was told this is the timeline and this is how it's going to go. I rehearsed, and some of this is a little bit shaky because she was speaking very quickly in the court, but basically, she was rehearsing a lot, half the time in the studio and half the time in the Westlake studio. I was basically directing most of the audio or most of the show with my whereabouts, where I prefer to rehearse and actually did most of the choreography, meaning I taught my dancers my new choreography myself. I take everything I do very seriously. There are tons of videos of me with rehearsals. I wasn't good. I was great. And that is 100% accurate. We have seen many videos of her um, doing the rehearsals for Domination, the Vegas show that was canceled after she was put in the institution. So I guess the thing is, there's a lot of people that are just kind of saying there's some things that Jamie Lynn does that, and she says that sometimes people feel a certain way about, and that's part of why I think there is some negativity coming at her from the fandom right now. Also because we kind of feel like, I think a lot of us do feel that right now this should be about Britney and her book, because Jamie Lynn got her time to have her book as well, as did her mom, which is where I'm going to tie it back to the house. Because this is a thing I've wanted to talk about for a while. And as I was watching all of these pieces kind of come into place, I was like, oh, I feel like I need to mention this. I feel like I want to mention this. So we're going to do that. So bear with me for a second. When Jamie Lynn was promoting her book, right? The Things I Should Have Said book, there was a part in it where she talked about it, and she also talked about it on the Call Me Daddy podcast about how Britney offered her mom a house to divorce her father. And I really think that this is important because I think this is a part of context that people forget quite often when it comes to the dynamic within the Spears family. So, Jamie Lynn Spears has claimed in a new interview that her sister, Britney, offered their mother a new house if she's divorced her dad. Lynn Spears and Jamie Spears divorced in 2002 after 26 years of marriage, and Jamie Lynn Spears has stated in her new book, Things I Should Have Said, that the move for the marriage to end was sparked by their pop star daughter. Discussing the claim in the Call Her Daddy podcast, Jamie Lynn Spears told host Alexandra Cooper that the idea of a child incentivizing her mother to leave her dad was a really weird, effed up thing to do. She said, I was really confused by that. Now looking back, what a weird, effed thing to do. It seems weird. Like, I'll give you a house if you divorce dad. Why would you tell your kid that? Why would your kid be able to tell you that? Already these dynamics are messed up. But that's where I think my dynamics were kind of effed up because my sister's paying bills. And then she goes on about how she was a kid. First of all, I love that quote so much because I'm so tired of hearing Jamie Lynn being like, I've been paying all my bills since I was a kid. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. But the thing is, what bothers me so much about that is that, so Jamie Lynn is saying this in one hand, but then she's also saying this. Jamie Lynn Spears, same promo tour, is saying her dad's drinking caused torment and sorrow. And Jamie Lynn shared her pain over her father's, I'm just going to say drinking. He spent most of my life in cycles of ruinous behavior. His bouts of drinking always caused me periods of torment and sorrow. It created a lot of anxiety. The hardest part was, could I trust you? Are you drinking? Are you not? And later on in that article, there's this lovely paragraph that says Jamie's struggles with alcohol began after he became a father in 1977, according to his ex wife, Lynne Spears. So enter back in Lynne Spears' book. Hi through the storm. Jamie always enjoyed a beer here and there, but didn't start drinking heavily until after Brian was born. Eventually, Jamie hitting the bottle became too much to bear for Lynne, who filed for divorce in 1979. She ultimately gave her husband a second chance, only to divorce him for good in 2002. Describing Jamie as a heavy user of alcohol, Lynne wrote in her book that her ex husband was barely present, never mind supportive or loving, by the end of their marriage. She also accused him of years and years of verbal not niceness, abandonment, and erratic behavior. So, I ask you to put yourself in Britney Spears' shoes, knowing what you know now about this whole situation. Britney, in 2001, Oops, I Did It Again had come out. She was likely, getting ready to start promoting the Britney album with Slave and everything else. And she's seeing what her mom is going through in their marriage. And she's also seen her father through her whole life, which I would assume at this point, Jamie Lynn is pretty young. I believe Jamie Lynn and I are pretty similar in age, so she probably would have been like 10, 11 years old. And she's saying throughout her life, there's been these cycles. Britney has probably experienced more of these cycles than Jamie Lynn has. And she sees this situation and goes, you know what? I can help my mom. Because that's always a huge fear with people when they go through divorce is, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And Britney says, Mom, you do this, I'll take care of you. Because she loves her family. And now we know, according to court documents, that she spent millions trying to take care of her mom, as well as that is where I believe Jamie Lynn Spears grew up. How is that a messed up thing? How does that make Britney a bad person? And when does Britney get to say, I'm living my life now? You all put me in a conservatorship. You took away my rights after I gave you everything that I could. Because I'm sorry, that's the way, that's my opinion. That's how I see it when I look at this situation. And I find it really, really upsetting to see this type of thing going on and them painting her in a specific light. When so often, when you pull back all of the sensationalism, when you look at all the facts of everything, when you dig, because I'm sure none of you expected to be at this place when I talked about the headline at the beginning, but everything is connected. Everything is connected. And when you really take a look and see the reality of these family dynamics, Jamie Lynn, when you say that it was messed up, like, how could your kid even say that to you? It's because Britney wasn't a kid anymore. It's because she had been the breadwinner of the family since she was a child, and she was trying to protect everyone. And the same person that Britney was trying to protect her mother from was the one that she allowed to take over Britney's life. And these are the things that people are going, why can't Britney just get over it? Because this is deep. This is deep. And this is why I defend this woman. Because so often Britney has been so kind. She has let things roll down her back. She has not said stuff about anybody publicly. She has kept her P's and Q's to herself. And now that this book is coming, it's going to start coming out because it is about time she gets to say her piece. Her mom's had the opportunity with her book. Her sister's had the opportunity with her book. Apparently, Jamie Spears and Kevin Federline are writing a parenting book together, which is probably just going to be like a book just dragging Britney the entire time of saying she's a bad mom, I would assume, because why would anybody read it?
It'll be kindling.
Yeah, it'll be kindling, as producer sister said. Like, I'm sorry. How I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I asked this once in a video, and I would very much love to just kind of have some data on the topic. How many of you would like to read Kevin Federline's slash Jamie Spears' his parenting book? Please inform me. Something I want to say very, very clearly with this book coming out. I have not read this book. I have not seen it. I don't know anything more about what is in it than anybody else does here. I can tell you that for a fact. But she has kept her mouth shut for so long, and it's finally opening. Britney has not lied with so much of this, that she's come out and said, these things happened to me. These people did this to me. And it usually comes to pass that she's right. I'm really struggling to think of a situation in which she was incorrect. I love the hashtag believe Britney. Believe her. It's very easy to look at her and dismiss her and think that she's crazy because she's dancing in her living room. Well, one of the things that she talked about in a recent post that she made about dancing in her living room is that lights are starting to give her migraines, and she can control lights better in certain places. Also, she has nerve pain down one side of her body, and dancing relieves that pain for her. It's her house. It's her social media. She's allowed to do whatever the heck she wants with it, and dance is a form of therapy for her. Not only that, but literally, I have seen people dragging her for dancing in videos, doing choreography that she did in Vegas. This is what this woman knows how to do. This is what she does. And she's good. And to quote her, she's not just good, she's great. And that's why she's an icon. So I am expecting to see a lot of stories popping up in the next couple of weeks, as we've seen for the last little while, trying to discredit her. Because heaven knows what is in this book. It's going to be a thing. All right, I'm taking a look at this poll now. 7% of you said yes. I hope y'all get the help you need. I mean, maybe read it to laugh at it. Is that what it's for? Is it reading it to laugh at the comedicness of Kevin telling everyone how to be father of the year? Maybe? Maybe? It's interesting. If you said yes, please explain. Please explain, because I'd love to know. I'd love to know. But yes, we are sitting at 94% now saying no. They have no interest in this book. I agree with that. And that is the headline. That is what I wanted to talk about today. And I thank you for sticking with me on this journey, because I know it was a little bit disconnected, but this is what my brain does when I talk about Britney, is I never look at it just as the story that's in front of me. It's the encyclopedia understanding the history and everything that has gone on with Britney and why these things are relevant. And I think a lot of the time, this type of reporting, it relies on people not understanding the full context of everything, because it's easier to point at someone and say that they're crazy. And I'm just not doing that. So hope that's good. As far as other stories we've talked about this week, I know on Monday we touched on Jody Hildebrandt and Ruby Frankie and the 8 passengers stuff. I have not seen anything come forward that I think is super important. And as I said on Monday, I don't know how much we're really going to be getting. from this story until October. So I will keep you guys posted on that front. We talked a bit about Taylor Swift yesterday. The world is still going absolutely crazy. Or not yesterday. We talked about Taylor Swift on Monday. The world is still going crazy. My personal favorite was producer sister messaged me. I think it was Monday night that the NFL's Twitter page updated it to say NFL brackets Taylor's version. Like Taylor owns the NFL. The insanity. The insanity, the insanity. And I know that it's just going to get louder as we get closer to the Eras Tour film being in theaters. Oh, they took it down? The NFL changed it?
Yeah, they changed it.
Okay, well, we have receipts of when it happened.
Yeah,
so,
I've screenshot.
Yeah, producer sister has a screenshot. Oh my goodness. All right. So I guess we're basically, I mean, I know it's a bit shorter than we normally do for topics like that. Sorry. But now it's halftime. It's halftime. So I'm just gonna double check here. We had a super sticker. Lulu's mom. Lulu's mom. Hi, Lulu's mom. Thank you for the super sticker. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Oh, and she said thanks. No, thank you. Thank you. Because I am gonna bring up last stream. I asked everyone if they could help me brainstorm a title for the funnies section of my streams. For those of you that have never seen a stream of mine before, we usually do like headlines and then we have a halftime, which is now where we just talk about stuff. We interact with each other. I ask questions, you guys ask me questions, and we chat for a bit, and then we move on to something that's a bit more fun. So we do stuff like Am I the A-holes? We've done Amazon reviews, we've done design fails, we've done all types of stuff. But we used to call it funnies. But it's not always like funny haha, but it's still entertaining. So we were trying to think like, what do we call it? What do we call it? And Lulu's mom, I believe it was you. You said what the what? And I've asked if anybody has any other ideas, and they've all basically been like branches off of what the what. Like Lulu's mom started. So Lulu's mom, if you're good with that, like I'd love to use that if you're okay with it, but only if you're okay with it. Um, and if anybody has any other ideas, I'm open to that concept. And then I would put together a poll, and then the Space Angels community would vote on it.
She's good with it.
Oh, you're good with it? You're not going to sue me? Lulu's mom, thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. I think that is the one that is in the lead right now, but I think I would probably write it as WUT. The WUT is probably how I would write it. The what? Because it's just insane. Oh, thank you, Lulu's mom. But if anybody has any other ideas, I am still open to them. So when this stream ends, okay, love it. Okay, as long as we're good. If anybody has any other ideas, though, please feel free at the end of this stream, when the stream ends, if you wouldn't mind reloading and leaving a comment, because that really helps me a lot with this algorithm, and it is kicking my butt right now. But also, if you can just leave your suggestions, because then I can take those suggestions and I can try to involve everybody in those choices, and it very much would appreciate me, or not. I would really appreciate it. I would really, really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just looking. All right. May just said, "What the what?" And this is the thing. I feel like we're gonna have like a million different like spellings of what the what. That's gonna be the thing. I'm gonna have to call my graphics guy. Be like, I need an intro. I also did want to say one suggestion that I did see was the they said what, which I think is hilarious, but it also is a segment that my friend Andy has on his channel, Popcorn Planet. So I'm not going to take that. And he fully has like this whole graphic of him like with a thing of popcorn being like, they said what? So I don't want to like take that away from him or like any of that, you know? So that always makes me laugh. Garden Stardust, I knew I loved you. What the crap? That's what I say. Blame Homestar Runner. Homestar Runner and Strong Bad raised me. It will be a part of the meme stream, very likely. For those of you that don't know, Homestar Runner was a series of internet cartoons. It was like flash animation. It was more big, like early 2000s. Um, and it is pure lunacy and absolutely iconic. And they had a number of series on there that were really, really funny. Um, so problem is now, and I'm sure everybody that likes Homestar Runner, you're having a million things going through your head right now of stuff that you remember. My personal favorite was one of the characters, Strong Bad. He answered viewers' emails, and there was one that he did um, where I think they asked him if he could draw a dragon. And he did draw a dragon. Let me see if I can actually get a picture of him. I can't play the song. There's a whole song called Trogdor. It's like a metal song. That's a terrible picture. It's so tiny. There it is. That'll work. Open a new. There we go. Let me share my screen now. Da, 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 da. We are professionals. There's Trogdor. The Burninator. Yeah, he has one arm that's a built arm and stick legs and weird eyebrows and little scales, and he's basically an S. Yeah, that was the whole thing. And producer sister and I remember this very fondly. Um, because when we were raised in a Protestant church. And I will say I don't hold any ill will against the church whatsoever. I very much I still have my faith. That's not a thing at all. And I know some people may question that because of how I've covered 8 passengers and things of that nature. But I will say there's definitely times within church culture that sometimes things make me laugh because people can assume that some things are bad when they're not. And our youth group room had a chalkboard and someone drew Trogdor on the chalkboard as a joke. Am I telling this okay, producer sister?
Yep.
So someone drew Trogdor, and there was an older woman who came downstairs and went into the youth room and saw this drawing and thought that it was satanic. And I think was it mom?
I think so.
And I think my mom had to explain to her what Trogdor was.
It's fine.
It's very difficult to explain it to someone that doesn't fully understand it. But yes, Trogdor is you know, it was very much through a lot of like the panic about like magic and things like that, and that in Christian culture that it wasn't okay. So like burning Harry Potter books and all that type of thing was going on, and that type of mentality. It was very silly, but yes, we all were allowed to continue with our Trogdor. Okay, still going through the comments. Lindsay just said, all I'm seeing right now is a minion saying, what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, producer sister, we know it. We have stories. I just told one. Yes, Michael, nothing. I have heard of salad fingers. Burninating the countryside. Burninating the peasant. This is literally the Trogdor song. Burninating all the people in their thatched roofed cottages. There's a lot of screaming all through the song, so I'm not doing that. Because I know some of you have headphones on, and that's not nice. Just saw Shauna just said, totally off topic, but did you see Eddie's lawyer's beard? It might just be me, but it's beautiful. I haven't been able to watch the whole video yet. I watched as much as I could. That is quite a beard, though. Like, my props. That's taken work. It looks good. Good for him. Joanne sent in a super chat for 20. Thank you so much. Hi, Kim. Just because you're awesome and sister producer. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Subi Sue also.
Oh, okay.
Had a member chat before that.
Oh, Subi Sue did a member chat?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh, I don't know if I can. There it is. Yay. Subisu, thank you for all that you do. You are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you for supporting me for as long as you have. That is very kind and very generous of you, and I very much appreciate it. Lindsay P just said Strong Bad was the best. Yes. Okay, who is this empty? Who are you? Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. Apparently he's getting it back though. He's getting it back from what I've heard. I think he's getting it back. Oh my goodness. But hello. Hello to you. Yep. Carbonized stardust burninating the countryside. Yep. General Scott waving. I'm trying to stay monetized, y'all. Oh my goodness. I think I saw Lewis in here earlier too. I didn't get a chance to say hi. Belated hello, Lewis. I hope you guys are having fun in California and staying safe. Just double checking one thing here very quickly. Yay! We have not been demonetized. Huzzah. We're still under review from the last one, which is frustrating, but that's okay. Hi, Teresa. Said I only have a few moments to join in. I have to get to an appointment. Love and respect to everyone. I hope your appointment goes well. Thank you for being here. Lindsay P, I used to watch that daily. I assume Homestar. Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
The site's still up.
Yeah, Chris Barber, what the F is a Trogdor? That's gonna be a meme stream thing. I can't show you that without having an issue with copyright. I can promise you that. But the website is still up. Let me double check here.
I think the emails are still.
Yeah, the emails, Strong Bad emails. Also, Teen Girl Squad. Teen Girl Squad was iconic. Let me see here. I like Rusty Spoons. Yes, Ray, there was an update about that on Popcorn Planet yesterday on their stream towards the end of it. That Stef is currently in LA. So I think they're trying to come to some form of an arrangement. Jane's comment is Britney dancing with kitchen utensils around her precious pooches considered dangerous? Well, according to her, they are props and they don't match the other knives that she's used in the past that we have seen her cook with. So you tell me. General Scott sent in a super sticker. And I'm trying to see it on the thing of the unicorn. Thank you very much. I love that unicorn sticker. It's so cute. It's so, so cute. Is it? Katie Artist 94, isn't it tonight on Nerd Report? I believe they are doing a stream on Nerd Report this evening. So you guys are welcome to check that out. There's actually a sorry, I saw the comment underneath it. We'll get there. There is a stream going on tonight. It's at Nerd Report. There is a link in the description of this video to Nerd Report if you are interested in following them. I don't even know if I can say that, man. The name is beautiful. Scrody, the name is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a work of art. Subi Sue, if I'm not chatting much, I'm still working, but you are making the rest of my workday fun. I am glad to hear that because work sucks. Work sucks. So Lilo Stitcher said, is it safe to say that I don't like when people say that something is mentally wrong with Britney because that can be seen as a manipulative term to justify things happening? I agree with you. I think my biggest fear with that a lot of the time is just the culture of ableism itself, because I believe, and this is my opinion, and solely my opinion, based on the research I've seen and the way that our culture seems to be going, a lot more people are getting diagnosed with mental health issues because a lot more people are seeking help because they're realizing that being depressed, being anxious, and then also going through really terrible things that cause, trauma responses and all that type of thing, that people need help and they need help to deal with it. And if we start treating people like there's something horrifically wrong with them, that something's terrible about them because they have a mental disability, because they have a mental illness, it's going to affect a lot of people, when the reality is that most people do experience some form of mental illness throughout their life. And the response should be support. The response should be compassion and empathy and understanding and education as opposed to being, well, they're just crazy. Because that's not it really is terrible and it's so invalidating and it's so ableist and I hate it. So that's always my concern. Let me double check here. Oh, Marcella's here. Hi, Marcella. Hello, Bella. And hello, itty bitty. Bing bing. I don't know what your name is yet if one has been agreed upon. Double check here. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Oh, Michael, nothing 100%. When someone has an obvious physical injury, people rush to help. When it's not so obvious mental issue, not many people care, unfortunately. Yep. Or they're very much like, I support people that have mental health. And then as soon as the like mental health issues, and then as soon as any of the symptoms show up, it's like, ah, what do you mean they're sad? What do you mean they're angry? Oh no. Sorry. It's just always something that drives me crazy. All right. So I did have one thing I wanted to show you guys before we did funnies because it absolutely fascinated me. I was just checking the news this morning to see if there were any other pop culture stories I wanted to cover today alongside the Britney stuff. And this isn't really like a story as much as it is a I can't believe this is real. And I wanted to share this with you all. So, I don't know if anybody has been planning a vacation recently, and if anyone would be interested in going on vacation in Scotland, but you may have a new lodging option that you could consider, and that is that there is a new Airbnb that has opened, and you can book it starting October 13th for Shrek's house, his swamp. I cannot. Look at this place. Look at this place. This is the bed. The bed is there, and there's the table. There's the outhouse. They fully did the outhouse. There's the chair that Donkey would have been in. I'm making waffles. Like the effort that has been put here. It is absolutely wild. This amazes me. This amazes me. I know there was like a whole Barbie Dreamhouse trend thing that was going on that people were trying to find places, you know, to vacation that looked like Barbie's dream house. And now the people that really love Shrek, they get to do this if they want to go to Scotland. So I have a question. Would you stay in Shrek's swamp? Let me know. Let me know. You can apparently only book for 1 to 2 nights, and only 3 people can go. So just gonna look at your comments now because I really haven't seen what you guys have been saying. I'm just hoping that you guys aren't just like, "This is so stupid, I'm leaving." Double check. Marcella, let's go! Marcella, I don't know if you're serious. Oh, we'd have fun, though. We'd have fun. We'd be blast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, where is the swamp? So it according to the listing, yeah, Scotland. I'm not 100% sure where exactly. I wanna go. It's funny, amazing. I'd rather go to the swamp than Barbie's. I mean, I don't know. I think I would actually probably rather go to Barbie's because I'm sure there probably would be a really nice pool. I don't know how clean the water would be here. Oh my goodness. DVD, yeah, this is perfect to bring kids. It would be fun. It would be fun. Oh my goodness. Carmen, I started, I said I would, and then I'd sing the whole Shrek musical while I forgot that existed. Yeah, it lost me at the outhouse. The accuracy of the outhouse, though, for real. Hang on, we're gonna go back there. What? Like, what? I just look at that and my brain immediately goes, somebody, and that's it. It just stops. Donkey. Oh my goodness. Ray, imagine role playing a Shrek Fiona donkey. No. Jennifer, yeah, I am a huge fan of indoor plumbing. Me as well, which is probably why I'm also like, I kind of like the idea of the Barbie dream house. Katie said they better serve it. They better have a dish with onions. I would expect if there was like a little fridge in there, if you open it up, that there would be a bag of onions because ogres are like onions. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm just checking. All right. How's this poll going? Oh my goodness. You guys are 80% yes. If this stuff is fun for you guys though, like I'm totally down with it. I will tell you one of the things that my family loves to do, like, and I think it started when we moved, when we were looking at houses, is we just started looking at houses and then we started realizing we got very judgmental about houses and we had a lot of opinions. And there were some of them that we would end up just like laughing until we cried because they were so insane. So one of the things that we love to do is we just look at random cities and go to the most expensive houses that are available and then we laugh at how crazy some of these lots are. It's just absolutely bonkers. And sometimes I wonder like if I ever found a weird one if you guys would ever want to see it or if,
We have some weird ones.
or you just be like weird, you just be like this is stupid. But I have started seeing more of that on like Instagram reels and things like that of people being like, this house is crazy. And I'm like, show me. It's always fun.
The greenhouse.
The green. Oh gosh. There was one house we looked at a number of years ago. It was in California. It has since sold. I'm pretty sure it's either been demolished or totally redone. But the entire house looked like pea soup. Like that green was on everything. And then all of
I don't find the picture.
oh gosh. And then all of the bed comforters matched the drapes and they were all very loud and it was just like this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, General Scott. Does anyone else find it interesting that they allow up to 3 people? I mean, I finally have a place for my Shrek themed threesomes, but I'm just saying, you know what, Scott? Do what makes you happy. King Bob, have you heard my story about the house full of mirrors that we looked at? Because we did. We did. I ended up in a house full of mirrors. All of the mirrors, for real. It was scary. It was scary. I would never again. Never again. But I think it's safe to say, like 7 or 8 out of 10 of us with the Shrek house, we would stay at Shrek Swamp. I think that's interesting. Oh gosh, Katie Artist 94. There's a Facebook group about messy houses and ads, and it's hilarious. Some people really don't clean up when they advertise their homes. For me, it's always questionable art.
Yes.
It's always people that have like so much money and the art that they buy. And just being like, you know that this art probably costs more than my car, but it's so ugly. And I know art is subjective. Art is totally subjective. But yeah, it's funny. May just asked, have I been to the Edward Scissorhands house? No, I haven't, and I would love to go. My Tim Burton heart would love to see that, in all honesty. Yes, King Bob, that's why I said it. Yep, you remember. That story's been committed to memory for you too. It's hard to forget. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
There it is.
Okay, producer sister, did we find it? Okay,
I found the greenhouse.
do you guys want to see the green ugly house?
Let me see how many pictures are in this.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see it, or is this something I could save for another day? Do you want to move on to other things?
I can together.
I know you can. I know producer sister can. I just want to make sure that you guys are all interested enough and like everybody's not going to leave. We're getting a lot of yeses. Okay.
I will put the greenhouse together.
As much as this is my show, and I know that it's like I kind of get to decide what happens, I don't want to like bore you guys with something you don't want to see, but I also think that it's good to have the silliness. It's good to have all that stuff. Hello, Linda. Hi, Linda. We're gonna look at an ugly house. Okay, so producer sister's just getting that together for me. Or do you have the link? I can just go to it.
Yeah, I can send you the link.
That would be amazing. I will just pull up my thing here. Because I think everybody wants to see it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I couldn't. I mean, I know this is probably going to be a thing that people are going to do more traveling with Airbnb and stuff, and people are going to have these really niche homes and things that you can experience. I mean, I know if there was ever like a friend's apartment type thing, like if Monica's apartment was a place you could rent for an Airbnb, like I would totally be doing that for producer sister. Um, but and I know that that's going to be a thing likely that comes of tourism, but I never thought it would be Shrek. Shauna? Oh, Shauna just gave another 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Shauna. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that. Okay. So,
Is it back up again?
is it back up? I can't even. Okay. So this is the house. So it has a lovely like backyard area. Obviously, like it looks gorgeous. There's the outside of it. And now we're inside. And I want to be very clear that I know that some people have different aesthetics and they like certain things. And I'm not trying to throw any shade at anybody that really likes this. But for me, this is just a lot. So I'm just going to give you guys a minute. Yeah, so I'd like you guys like just to take a mental some of the patterns that are in this house. I love that the stairs are all carpeted with that same carpet. So there is more of the place. Lots of this green pattern. It's very green, Jimmer. It's very, very green. Michael. And that's the thing. It's very 70s, and I like a good 70s moment. Do not get me wrong. Like I really do, but this is just a lot. I feel like this would have been a lot at the time. And this is one of my favorite things. The cupboards here, I feel like the cupboards, I know they have that like green outline here on the counter, like on the cupboard. Yeah, but it looks like painter's tape to me. That's the color that painter's tape comes in where I am from. So when I am painting a room, that color is everywhere. Nope. Okay, I don't feel so bad now that I'm just like, this is a lot. It's green, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. Yep. Yeah, so more green. Yeah, so this is like main floor. It's glorious. Now we have another room. And something I don't know if you guys can see that well, but the wallpaper here matches the drapes. It's the same. If anyone knows how that is done, please let me know because I don't know anywhere that I can take a wallpaper sample and get a matching fabric or the other way around. I've never been able to do that. How does that happen? Because I feel like at that point, like when you close like the blinds, does it just look like it's just wallpaper? How does this happen? It's like a soccer field. Oh my goodness. It's so much. It's so much. Yeah, so here we are in the bathroom, which again, you can't see it that well, but down here it's that same green carpet, so the bathroom is carpeted. Which I don't know if I really like. There's the backyard, I assume. Yeah, so we're back in the main room.
Do they throw out random indoor?
More of the main room. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah, here's one of the bedrooms. So again, we have the wallpaper, the bed cover, and the drapes all match. Yeah, DVD. There is a joke here about the carpet matching the drapes, 100%. But again, it's that same green carpet. Thank you, Denise. Why is the bathroom carpet
So was the kitchen.
in the kitchen is too? But like, was that a thing that people did? Because genuinely, like, I don't know, and I don't want to judge too harshly if that was like a normal thing that people did. But to me, that's just not a thing. Okay, back in the 70s, I assume that was extreme opulence. Okay. Opulence. Yeah, so we've got there's another bathroom. It's a hidden little laundry room in there, I think. Here's another bedroom, and again, we have the same thing. We have a different print here of the wallpaper, the drapes, and the bed cover. Thank you, Katie. We own everything. Thank you. Thank you. Oh gosh. Linda, I'm so sorry. It was a thing? That's so crazy to me. I just don't understand why you would wanna do that. Exactly, and that's the thing, like, okay, if it is a thing, but wasn't it considered unhygienic? Baffles my mind.
How do you not get mold?
Yeah, how do you not get mold? Yeah, so here's more of this lovely, um oh, is it because they could afford a decent vac interesting, interesting, Denise, thank you. I am learning. I am learning. Mhm. Yeah, so the wallpaper in this bedroom also continues into the bathroom along with the carpet. Is looking down, and then we're back outside to the lovely view. And there you go. That's the house. Oh gosh, Shauna, the same reason they had lead on paint on cribs. Oh, it's true. We all learn. We all go through stages. We all go through things. We all learn. But yeah, that was one of the ones that my family has committed to memory. It's a bit. Joanne looks like Shrek and the Grinch got together and went nuts. I mean, we already saw that Shrek has a better aesthetic than that. I'm just saying I would much rather dine in this kitchen, you know, than the other kitchen here. Let me do a side by side here. Oh, these pictures are so out of order. Threw off my groove. Than that one. I support Shrek's aesthetic. Oh, it's groovy. Thank you, Jalissa. Oh my gosh, General Scott, my parents had something similar in the 70s, but in orange. I still can't eat oranges. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Google lily green poppy pattern. I thought I recognized it. Oh no, was this like an actual thing? Oh gosh, what have I done? Poppy pattern. I'm looking it up. I am doing what you told me to do, Lulu's mom. Oh. Yeah, they've definitely got some patterns there that do look similar. I will give you that. I will give you that. Oof. I'm way too minimalist for that. My goodness. It is. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. Okay. So this would be now where we would move into the what the what. So producer sister just stepped out, so I want to give her a moment to come back. I think she had a phone call or something that she needed to do. Let me just double check here, make sure everything is good. I'm not missing any notifications. 'Tis good. 'Tis good. All right. Yeah, so if this is something you guys find funny, I mean, believe me, producer sister and I can bring the funny houses. But at the same time, I also kind of feel like like I know that it's all subjective, right? Like just because I think something doesn't look good doesn't mean that everybody else is going to think the same thing, and that's always the part of it, right? So it's like it really has to be absolutely bizarre um for it to really work. So, all right. Producer sister, are you good?
Yep.
All right. So let's do the what. Let's go. Thank you, Lulu's mom. Credit to Lulu's mom. Let's go. So again, these are prepared by producer sister. And she does this so that I don't see them before you do. So there is no like I have no idea what I'm walking into. We're all reacting at the same time. We're all reacting at the same time. Okay. So here we go. Oh, I just saw Jen Vamp Vegas just sent in a super sticker. Thank you very much. And it's also the unicorn. Aw. Yay. Thank you. Thank you guys. Rando, my parents still have 1970s gold, orange, and yellow smiley face wallpaper in their bathroom. I'm kind of curious to know what that looks like. But I'm sure it's entertaining. I'm sure it's entertaining. I'm fine with silly bathrooms. I'm fine with silly bathrooms. I probably will be the person at some point that will like surprise someone with like a weird shower curtain and not say anything. Like one of the ones with like Nicolas Cage, like just staring at you because they're funny. They're funny to me. Alrighty. So, topic: things that annoy people way too much. Interesting. Oh my gosh, is this a fortune cookie thing? So it's cut off and it says no job so simple that it cannot be done. Congratulations, you played yourself. Oh my gosh. You had one job. Technically, according to the saying, they didn't fail. They did not. They did not. I feel like they kind of manifested it for themselves, 10 out of 10 would fortune again. This is like when you type askew into Google. I don't know what that does, and I'm scared to search it. But yeah, 10 out of 10 would fortune again. The way my mom watches TV with things obscuring the screen. I can't stand that. How do people do that? How do you do that? Especially like that. Like I understand if it's one thing like in one corner, like that doesn't bother me as much, but when you have like a lot of stuff, like that's a lot. Like those flowers should not be there. I'll ugh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So the comments here were even that big dude is looking at the stuff being like, why is there flowers right in front of the screen? It's true. It's true. He's not having it either. How do people live like this? I came here to say that that's life with cats, and then I was so happy to see how many other people living with cats with the my cat blocks the TV issue. Oh, so is it like you put stuff there so your cat doesn't walk in front of the TV?
Still blocked.
But then it's still blocked. I don't know. I don't know. But still, like, there's got to be a way that you could like put something lower. So like you would cut off like maybe like a section at the bottom. It's the I can't. Sorry. That annoys me too. People whose desktops look like this. Okay, shut up. I'm getting called out right now. I just came here to have a good time. The problem is like I put a lot of images on my desktop to then like drag around and put into things. So like all the images that I use for the most part on in my streams are all PowerPoint. And then I basically find them and then I have to remove the backgrounds of them and then there's separate edits and then those edits then end up into there and I have to drag and drop and everything else. So a lot of the time um yeah, my desktop icons get pretty bad, but I mean, the nice thing is I have 2 monitors, so if it gets to the point that they're on both monitors, I'm like, I have to clean now. But yeah, it's a thing. So someone said slightly annoying, infuriating. My mother does that in many documents that are basically copies of each other. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Not having the same thing over and over and over again. They're basically copies of each other because she made another document because she couldn't find the previous one. Oh no. No, no, no. No. Oh, I'm being personally attacked. Thank you. Thank you. Sluther Lady said this would drive me crazy. I have everything sorted and typed by individual files. Some of those have more files. How can you find anything like this? Well, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. For the record, Your Honor, exactly. Dual monitors, you just move them away because the thing is, I literally have groups of them. Like they are organized chaos. It's like, here are my image files. Here are my text files. Here are my PowerPoint files. Here are my any other weird downloads or web pages I've saved or yada yada yada. Like it's all over there. So it's like it gets pretty big pretty quickly, especially if you're covering different topics all the time. It gets pretty big. And then sometimes I don't want to delete them because if my images are working and I'm like, I might use them again. I don't want to get rid of them and I'll forget that I have them if I can't see them. So therefore they're gonna stay on the desktop and it just gets really, really bad. Yes. Why? Put those in folders. And I do eventually. It usually happens about once a month. But there are definitely times where my desktop does sometimes look like that. It's a problem. Yeah, King Bob, my phone is like that, 7 pages. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it just happens. For the record, I get you. No worries. Ha ha ha. Sorry, producer sister. What did you say?
I even have the apps in my phone sorted in folders.
Yeah, the producer sister just said even the phones I have in my app, I have sorted into folders, so they're all foldered. But the thing is, my apps are all alphabetical.
Yep.
That's the only way I find things because it has to be alphabetical because I know the name of the app and that's what I'm looking for. It's my filing brain from when I used to do corporate filing. That's how I find things. Folders I find really distracting because what if they qualify in more than one folder? She's just shaking her head at me. Marsha said that's my husband and he's not allowed to use my computer. Triggered, lol. Of course I am. I'm getting called out. Just came here to have fun. Sometimes you just have to say you're fine and you're not fine. I just don't want to understand. Explain it because you know that nobody's going to understand. I think I need to keep going on this one. I'm sorry, Terry. When I get, I can talk very quickly. I will say one thing that I relate to on an almost spiritual level. Oddly enough, when we were talking earlier about Britney speaking in court, is that the judge or somebody at the court literally said to her, they're like, please slow down because the person who's transcribing is trying their best to keep up with you and you're talking too quickly. And she was like, okay, totally. Yeah. And then just goes back to speaking just as quickly as she did. Oh.
Random from Iowa wants to send a picture where she send it.
Oh gosh, my mom is getting a picture. Where can I send it? Oh gosh, I'm not sure. Are you on the Popcorn Telegram at all? Because you could send it to me there. If not, you can do it through Instagram if you want, if you're following me on Insta. Either of those options work for you, or do you need something different? Let me know. But yeah, CBC, that's my work desktop. Yeah. I don't know what it is, Terry. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I speak that quickly when I get that way, but I do. I talk very, very fast. Very, very fast. Okay, Rando's gonna try Insta. I will keep my eyes open for that and do my best here. Can you, Rando from Iowa, can you let producer sister know what your name is on Insta? Just so I know. And then I can double check there. This is why I want to start out something for Space Angels to be able to communicate more, like an Insta or something that's specific. Because I think it's better that way. All right. We will move on to the next one. Oh, same as here, Randall from Iowa. Perfect. Okay, I will keep my eyes open. Thank you. Okay. This neighborhood I saw on Google Maps really hit me hard. That is an abomination. Oh my gosh. Of course, it's in Florida. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. My family used to go to Disney World fairly often when I was a child. We were members of Disney Vacation Club, so we got a really good deal on going, and we would usually drive. We drove from Toronto to Orlando at least once a year. And of course, we would have to go through Jacksonville. Jacksonville was always the worst part of that drive. The mountains in West Virginia, fine. The construction that we saw all the time in Georgia, annoying, but we could deal with it. Jacksonville, I don't know what y'all were doing, but I mean, this went on for like 20 years. Every year it was so bad. And I was like, what are they doing here? And now I see that and I'm like, yeah, because people who are doing city planning are doing stuff like this. This is insane. It's not a grid system. Mm-mm. Okay, let me double check and see. I am reloading my messages. Do. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I got them. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to download them and I will share them with everyone. Oh my goodness. Producer sister, can I get your help on this?
Yeah.
Would you be able to email 2 pictures to myself? And then I can keep interacting so I'm not ignoring people. You know what? I think I got it. Never mind. I'm going quickly. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is super entertaining. I kind of feel like oh my gosh, I can't remember his name right now because I'm flustered. The gentleman that does Florida news. JB. I will never forget when JB was reporting on the Titan Gate thing. The Titanic submersible or whatever it was. He literally had points during those streams where he had no information, he had nothing, and then he'd get called to the side to talk to somebody, and he literally just had to walk away from the stream, and they were streaming nothing but an empty room, and there were thousands of people just watching him streaming an empty room. And I just remember, like, I was watching it in the background while Andy was trying to cover things live. And he's like, is anything happening? And be like, no, literally, we're looking at an empty room. And I was like sending him screen caps of just nothing. And we were just laughing. We're like, that's when you know you've made it. Absolutely nothing can be happening on your stream. And you still got thousands of people hanging out like, I want to know. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It makes me laugh. I think it's funny. Okay. So this is in reference to the wallpaper. Okay. I'm going to try and okay. So we're going to pause this for a second. We will come back to the things that annoy us. There's the wallpaper. I mean, the texture is quite interesting. It's fun. It's happy. It's a good time. We're all having a good time. I kind of feel like that is like when Happy by Pharrell Williams should be playing in the background. You just look at that and go, because I'm happy. Yes, exactly, Katie. Katie Artist 94. So literally JB is sitting here, and I mean for like a good 2 or 3 minutes, just like Not even looking up at the camera or saying anything, just, And then he just get up and leave. And we're all sitting here like, what's happening? Okay, and then there's another photo that you sent me as well. So I'll share this one too. So that's on the other wall. That's very cute. I'm not mad about it. Are we having flashbacks, General Scott? Did you have a Looney Tunes happy face wall as well? I know, Ray. I wish this was The Sims. I could correct it. I'm afraid of Denise. I'm afraid of having conversations with that wall. Oh my gosh. You did the painting, Rando? That is so cute. You did good. You did good. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You're very talented. Very talented. Mine would not look near as good as that.
No.
They would all look like thumbs. It would be bad. Okay, let's go back. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Rando. That was fun. That was fun. Let me double check here. Sorry, just gotta put a little more lip on. Like, seasons are starting to change here, and my lips are getting so dried out. It's ridiculous. Okay, you ready for the next one? As we leave Jacksonville, thankfully. No offense to anybody in Jacksonville, but just I'm sure if you're in Jacksonville, you know that there's some construction issues. I hope it's been better. This chandelier at a restaurant I ate bothers me so much. Yup. Nope. Nope. I wouldn't care what it would take to change this, but I would not leave it this way. Exactly. I couldn't eat there. Nope. I don't know if I could eat there. If I stayed in that restaurant for more than 5 minutes, I think I'd end up on a ladder trying to fix it. Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. At that point, just put in like just put in a pot light or something. Just stop. Just stop. And that's an epic chandelier. I think that's what bothers me too, is it's like it's so intricate and it just loses its awe factor when you look up. And the idea with a chandelier is you want people to look up. Right?
Yeah.
Why bother having a chandelier if you don't want people looking up at it?
And they put the piece in the ceiling to go around it, like
Yeah.
detailing and all that.
Yeah.
If you couldn't line it up, why put
But
that piece up there?
I want to know why it wasn't lined up with that piece. Like, what happened in the design process that for whatever reason they could not, like, like, why couldn't they move it a foot? What was the issue? And like every electrician I've ever met would have never left it like that.
Yeah.
That would have haunted them for years. Like, yeah, exactly, Marsha. What electrician said no? What happened? Imagine the conversation they had installing it. I'm sorry, Carbonized Kim is scarring me for life, or the next hour. I need to go clean my house. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but at least we're all being traumatized together, right? We can all be each other's support group. We all understand each other's experience. Yeah, Kyle, I know. I know. And you know what, Ray? I get that. I'd have a weird paranoia that it would crash down on me. Yeah, because there's something about it that just doesn't feel like it was done right. You know what I mean? Oh, that Michael, I think that's the answer. I think you hit the nail on the head. They chose violence. They woke up and chose violence 100%. Oh. General Scott. I'm sorry. Those of you just listening, General Scott just wrote the electrician was from Jacksonville. This does feel like a people of Florida thing a little bit, you know? It just I can't. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay. I think we need to keep going. Oh, sorry. I felt that in my chest. No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. And this is the thing too. Like I used to be really curious about how these tiles got put down, and then I kind of like watched a thing about how they're put down and how planned they are before you pour like the other stuff in to hold it down, whatever it's called. Like they knew it was going to do that before they did the final. They knew. They knew and they did it anyway. It's exactly, Shauna. I just saw your comment. Like, for real, I don't think it's that hard. Like, I've never done it, but I don't think it's that hard. And I've seen enough like tutorials of how people do it, especially like their backsplash in their kitchen, because I think a lot of people move into houses and their backsplash is just not for them. They're just not having it. So they very quickly are like, I don't want to do a whole kitchen reno, but like this has to go. This has to go. And then they learn very quickly how to do it, like how to put the grout exactly. Thank you, King Bob, the grout. And they learn it. Tyler was from Jacksonville too. We gotta stop hiring people from Jacksonville. No offense to anybody from Jacksonville. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kyle, you had one job. You had one job. I can't. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah. Someone mistimed beer clock. Tear it up and use something more appealing. Yeah. Tear it up and start over. No. No. And the thing is, like, to me, that almost, I don't even think that's a bathroom. Like I'm looking at the counter here on the side. It's honestly, I'm gathering this might actually be a kitchen. And if it's a kitchen, oh my gosh. We're getting long floor mats, everyone. We are getting really long floor mats to help us with our backs and for our knees not to hurt, and it is conveniently going to cover that spot. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not having it. Quality control must have had the day off when this was created. 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor. I'm sorry. Did you have to put this? Like you could have just said floor 4, floor 3. You didn't even have to have it. It was irrelevant. 1st, 2nd, 1, 2, 3, 4th, 3rd, 3rd tooth. The 3rd, I can't. The sign made by Daffy Duck. Like literally. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop looking at some of your comments. I can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to cry right now. I didn't wear waterproof mascara. Why did I do that? No, I'm like gonna cry. Oh my gosh. And unlike Lynne Spears, my tears actually come out of my tear ducts, so I have to be careful. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. the tooth floor. The tooth floor is good. Yes, the dentist. Where is it? No, it moved. It moved. There it is. This is the dentist, absolutely. The dentist, obviously. Yep, yep. Absolutely, though. Yep. Oh. This is the first time I've seen this. Oh my gosh, General Scott, I can't. Stop. Stop. I'm not reading that. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I don't know if something's gonna beat that.
So simple.
Well, I think that's the thing is that it is so simple. It is so simple. You kind of just say like, how do you make that mistake? But not only do you make that mistake once, you made it 3 times. And not only did you make it 3 times, but nobody else noticed. Like you didn't notice when you got the things printed. Like that looks like a vinyl. Like you would have had to, I don't know if they had a Cricut at home and they did it on the Cricut or it would have been industrial. Like would you
It's it with the Cricut.
like why would you why?
You could order something
Why? Why? I'm not okay. It's so stupid. I feel like I'm having a Craig Ferguson salsa moment, which I will show you guys in the beep stream. I can't handle this. Okay. It's so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have to keep going. We have to keep going. I have to keep going. I have to do the show. I'm a professional. Because I am a professional. Now I'm laughing at producer sister and Linda in the chat. And I'm going to share this for anybody watching on the replay. Okay, I will say yes. Kim XC has stopped working. Yep. Yeah, producer sister saying I broke the shape tape. Yes, you did. Yep, you won. You won. And this is the third time Kim broke today. And yes, we are professionals with the Emily D. Baker rainbow. I have to say too, I'm going to be honest about it because I know people are going to say it. I bought myself a cup today. Producer sister, I bought the cup.
Did you?
I bought the cup. I bought the Starbucks, one of the new cups they've put out for the season, and it kind of looks like a rainbow chrome almost. And Emily D. Baker bought it, and it was one of those things like I looked at it and I was like, I love this so much, but it's expensive and I don't want to get it. So I didn't. And then I went home and I was watching her stream, and then she was like, I got it. And I was like, no. And she was like, it's a dark, not no, but like I was just like, not the thing I'm trying not to think about. And she's like, it looks like a dark unicorn. And then I went back and I got it. And I was like, I went back to Starbucks today. My husband wanted to take me for a lunch before I did the stream. So we walked in and we got our coffees. And I just was looking at the cup and he's like, just get the freaking cup. So now I have the cup. I love Emily. Off chest, you ever see this? I love you. Okay, should keep going. Yeah, it's one of the Starbucks cups. It's like one of the ventis. It's really good. It looks really good. I'm gonna try to use it for water because I'm not drinking enough. I'm not hydrated enough. I know this is fascinating conversation. This is exactly why you came here. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. That one poll. Oh no. Did they put it in upside down?
Yep.
How do you put it upside down? How do you not notice? How do you not notice? Why? Yeah, painted dog. The user just says no. I have one upside down as well as one that doesn't match the rest. I've stopped looking at my stairs. I think you'd have to. Just no. I like this. User Trish said I would paint it a different color so it looked intentional. That's not a bad idea. Maybe like paint every couple one a different one and make it a pattern, and then maybe people won't notice. I don't know. Producer sister, how do you hide that?
You don't.
You don't? It would just drive you crazy. Yeah. That's hard. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I was gonna look at comments first before I went on. Yeah. Denise, don't drink and install, folks. Just don't. Just don't. And it should be. It absolutely should be replaced at the constructor's cost, on the contractor's cost. Exactly. 100%. I would stop it, General Scott. Is this gonna be our thing? If something's just messed up, we're gonna be like Jacksonville.
Yep.
It's totally Jacksonville. Everything is Jacksonville's fault. Yeah, you can't unsee it. King Bob, no, that's the only one that's correct. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Not as good as that, but funny. Okay. We continue. This stove. How did that even get sold? Like, really? Because that's bad, but it's also like a safety thing at that point. Like, that's a no. That's a no, especially with kids. Sorry. I just look at that and I just go, mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Nope. It's really bad. That's just a no. Yeah. So the comments here that producer sister picked were slightly, and that actually seems very hazardous. Yes, it does. For a 75% discount, I'd live with it. No, I don't think that should even be allowed to be sold, in all honesty. I think it's too much of a safety hazard to be allowed to be sold. Yeah, send it back yesterday. That's an insurance nightmare. That's a nightmare. No. Nope, nope, nope. Oh gosh, I put the manhole cover back, boss. Just can we just lift it up and turn it? Just gotta turn it. Oh, that would drive me insane. That would drive me insane. Yeah, so it somehow looks like a mirror. Would it be vandalism if I brought my own tools in the middle of the night and turned it around? No, I think that would be was it doing the Lord's work, quite bluntly. Please fix it. Makes me laugh. They knew they were messing with people. I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that this was somebody that was not being paid enough to have to go do this. And they were like, oh, it's going to get done. It'll get done. And then you're going to pay me again to go and fix it. A public service. Yes, Wancho. Hi, Wancho. Yeah, no. Oh, oh my goodness. I think producer sister, is that the last one?
Yes.
You usually do 10 of them.
Yeah.
Producer sister, this was amazing. This was amazing. I am.
Enough to do another one.
Is there seriously? Yeah. Is there anything that's going to beat this? Is there anything that is going to beat Firth Floor? I don't know why it just hit me the right way. I just can't. Oh man. Oh. Thank you to producer sister. Can we get some hearts in the chat for producer sister for always finding the best stuff and breaking me? Oh. Oh, that was amazing. No, not in 100th or 1000th year. Stop! Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I kind of just want to keep it up. I just want to keep it up there. Just, oh my goodness. It's so ridiculous. I cannot handle it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for all the love that you show to my producer sister because she deserves it. I know you guys don't see her and you only really hear her a little bit, but she is awesome and she deserves all of it. That actually is a thing I wanted to no, it's okay. We'll pass. We don't need to talk about that right now. It's okay. My brain's just like going 50 miles a minute. I apologize. The 84K is strong in me right now. It's been crazy. It's been crazy all day. Stop. No. Oh, King Bob just said, show the Shrek house, please. Denise just got home. Okay. I will do that for you. Give me a minute. Give me 1 second and I will do that. Because it's pretty great. It's pretty great, Denise. It's very romantic. This is Shrek's house. It's now an Airbnb that is available in Scotland. It's going up on for bookings on it's going up for bookings on October 13th. Linda, stop. It's good. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's the show. But I'll scroll through these quickly for you, Denise. So there's like the bed and the little kitchen area, the outhouse. Like, this is iconic. It's iconic. They really did a good job. It's insane, but they did a great job. I just realized that's the shower, isn't it? The bucket. Stop. You guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop this. I gotta stop this stream. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So there's the stream. I hope you guys feel that you've had some good entertainment today, that this has been of quality, that your lives feel enriched from being here. Oh, donkey. Yep. Yep. The outhouse. Stop. Oh, okay. So, all right. I am planning on doing the next stream on Monday. I think the Monday Wednesday thing is working out really well. It seems we are getting a better turnout on Mondays, but I'm hoping that over time, as this goes, that things will do well. I think we've done pretty well for a lot of this stream, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm happy you all were here, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. And Lena, I'm still seeing your comments, and I'm not encouraging you anymore. No. Okay. So this is normally where I kind of just open things up. You guys can ask questions. I will answer any non-questions that you have, and we will wind down. If there's any last minute support anybody wants to send in, now is the time. If you were thinking about joining membership and you wanted to do it live, this would be the time. I'm so happy to see you guys. We are planning on putting together what we're going to call the meme stream, because I want to implement more memes into what I do, like funny things, and have them be jokes within the community. Like, I had a question for you guys when I realized I missed a perfect opportunity to show my favorite thing when we talked about Lynne Spears, because as we all know now, that Lynne Spears has
insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
And I was thinking it would be fun that if we had a thing, like, when that happens, whenever that thing ends, I always instinctively go like, "Ooh." I was thinking, what if we did a thing that, like, there was audience participation with some of these memes? So, like, when it starts, everybody just goes, "Ooh," in the chat. So it just becomes like an ooh train. That could be fun, and we could come up with different things. So basically the idea of the meme stream is gonna be, we're gonna talk about certain clips that I love, that are funny, make sure that everybody is in on the joke and everyone is together and having a really fun time, and we can come up with some like call and response things, almost, for more like more people taking part and having fun, because I think that's part of it, right? I think it's why people love live streams, because you just get to have fun. Everybody gets to be in on the joke. Yeah, so everybody likes the ooh. Okay, should we try it? Do you guys want to try it again? I'm waiting for the chat to catch up because I want to see what you guys think. Tell me if we should try it. We'll do it like a practice run. Just want to see. I'm seeing the ooze. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play it and then we can try it. Is that cool? Let's go.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
It's so fun. So we can come up with different things. We can have fun with it.
They're calling it the Fun Squire.
The Fun Squire? I love you guys. Oh, it's amazing. Fun Squire. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so I figure we can come up with different things like that. We can all be in on the joke. We can all be laughing together, because I think we all need that. Life sucks. We need to laugh. We need to laugh at things. Okay. I think we're good. All right, everybody. I'm going to wind this down. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are wonderful. I love you all so much. Thank you for making me laugh today. And I'm sorry there were points today that I was just, ItsKim XE died, and I'm sorry about that, but thank you for being here. All right. No, 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 no. No, Judith. We're not doing that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you guys all so much for coming. Please remember to reload the page once the stream ends. I'll have the outro going for a couple seconds and then it'll stop. And if you wouldn't mind reloading the page, leaving any comments, any suggestions you have, anything like that, I will do my best to interact with you guys. It really helps with the algorithm.
How should we spell what the what?
Yeah, how should we spell what the what? Any of those things, any other name you guys have in your mind? I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much love. I will see you on Monday unless that something else changes. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram or community tab. Thanks for coming, guys.